Hey guys, so I promised you that I would be doing a lot more walkthroughs, a lot more demonstrations, a lot more ways that you can use the Empower AI agents, the ecosystem within your founder business. And I was just doing a piece of work and I thought, actually, this is a perfect example of how you can use the agents inside of projects. So this is a new project I've started for the beginning of 2026, and it's exploring possible book collaborations. So I have created a new project inside of ChatGPT. What I want to do is normally what you would do is you would read the person's bio, you would make a decision whether they were going to be a good fit or not. But what I've done is I've squeezed that time down. So it now takes literally seconds. I have an agent that I've created called Jamie. And what Jamie will do, actually, let's give you a demonstration. So this project is all about book collaborations for 2026. So I want to reach out for people who are helping coaches, experts to write books. Now, I don't know why I've got this stupid thing that I can't seem to get rid of. Right, so all I need to do now is I just want to copy this text. And because I'm going to be reaching out to her, let's just pop this in. Now, first thing I want to do is do the @ sign, and I want to pull the agent up with inside the project. Here we go. And then I want the report for, I'm going to give, so all of this information is the public domain, so I'm not breaking any rules. And then what it's going to do is it's going to carry out an online search with inside the project, which is cool. So everything is kept in one place. It's going to carry out a search online. If the person is highly visible, it's going to give me some really great information. So what have we got? Who she is, why she would make a good partner and collaboration. So Jamie has been created for me to identify who are great collaboration partners. It's why I created him. I created him about a year ago, and now it is the perfect time to use him. So key value drivers, collaboration source, so really high, good collaboration score. Overall score 4.6, so very good match, fit for working with you, areas for growth, strategic insight. So it's just gathered all of this information from online. So what I will do is I will read, not everything. I don't need to read everything. Actually, what I will do, I don't want to read everything because obviously that's going to take me ages. So let's just say I'm going to speak it in. Outline the top 3 reasons why we'd make a great collaboration. This is just so I can double check. So it's going to come back from Jamie's perspective. It's going to have read above, shared mission around empowerment, cool, complementary strengths, cool, proven publishing expertise, excellent, and high trust, human-centered working style. Awesome. Now, you might be thinking, well, that's very helpful. Now what? What I can do now is I can say, write a letter, not a letter, write a message introducing Daniela to the book agent concept and see if we can get a collaboration call, because it's got all the information above. So what I will do is I will just keep this chat. Shall I do that? I'm just sorry. I'm thinking as I'm thinking as I'm doing. I've got 2 options. I can either say write the letter in here, or I can go to another chat in the project and have all of my messages together, which actually I prefer. So all I would do is copy Go to my projects. I want to start a new, for some reason, it keeps talking in Welsh. My dictation keeps talking in Welsh. I'm not quite sure why it's doing it. I've changed the settings. It's rather frustrating. Okay, so what I want to do now is, let's speak in. I want to send a first contact message to Daniela. Here is some information about her. I want to introduce her to the concept of the book companion agent and to see if she's up for a potential collaboration call. So I've said what I want. I actually have example emails, but I'd have to go looking for those. I just want to show you how this works. So I'm just keeping everything in this one project. And at the moment, it's broken down into Welsh, not Welsh, collaboration proposal. Okay, so this is the chat that I'm going to just do all of my messages in. So it gets an idea of the different types, how I want messages to be shaped. And then it's just super quick. But more importantly, why I was showing you this was because you can pull agents into projects, which is super cool. Agents into projects, which means you can use multiple different agents in your projects, which is brilliant. So I can bring in another, I mean, these agents aren't actually relevant to this project, but I can bring in the CEO, I can bring in the business coach, I can bring in, there's a wide variety of agents that I can bring in to help me with this process. Really great. I can add in the files relevant to this project. So I can add in my quarterly plan for the first quarter. I can add in information about who my ideal client is. And actually, I will do that. I do need to do that. So that's how I'm using projects. I'm not using them as, I'm not putting a prompt in the project. So I think add instructions. I'm not doing instructions. I'm just basically using it with the agents to keep everything in one place, which is great. So this is using agents with inside projects. Really lovely, lovely way to use them. You can bring them in to have conversations with one another, but in your projects, you can use agents. What you do have to be mindful of is if you have created a conversation outside of projects, like this one. So this is outside of a project. Actually, this is my book plan one. I mistakenly started it in a chat and not in a project. I've now moved this over to a project. I hope that's not confusing. I mean, I've copied it and pasted it onto a document, uploaded it, and I've started again because I want to use a project. I want everything in this project, so everything is in one place. So I can use multiple different agents within this project, and then it uses the whole ecosystem with the different strengths of the agents. I hope that made sense. I said I'd do a lot more demonstrations for you this year. So this is how you can use your agents inside projects. I hope you found that useful. Got any questions? Pop them below. Let me know how you're using your agents inside projects, if you are actually using them or not. If you find it useful, please share this on and I'll pop it in the group so you've got a copy of it.